There are many reasons to be interested in meditation. To seek peace, happiness, love, enlightenment, union, self-realization, truth, or balance in life. Some seekers want an answer to the question, who am I? Some want relief from suffering, while others may have had a profound experience of inner awakening or mysticism. Some want to change. Others don't know what they are seeking, but are drawn to something greater than themselves. It is hard to express this yearning in words, but the feeling is unmistakable. Human beings have always had a deep yearning to understand who we are beyond our daily physical existence, to explore our original nature, our essence. This yearning has been at the base of religious and scientific inquiry throughout human history. This is perhaps one of the strongest human instincts, to connect with that inner essence, and so we search for a way. Meditation provides a simple, practical way to nurture and rejuvenate the inner essence. The whole idea is to revive in us that which is sleeping, the true inner being, which is also known as the Self. Finding happiness. We often hope for happiness in life and often look for it externally, in our families, relationships, work and worldly pursuits. Sometimes we find it, but as soon as the reason for our happiness is gone, happiness itself is gone, because it is dependent on an outside source. What brings long-lasting happiness and purpose to human life? This question takes us on an inward journey of discovery, into the heart of the human being. This journey features in the myths, legends, religious and mystical texts, and philosophies of all cultures. It is given various names. For example, the quest for the Holy Grail, the Philosopher's Stone, or realization of the inner self. The journey towards union with the divine source, towards the oneness of all creation, is also the real purpose of yoga. The inner happiness that comes from spirituality is not dependent on the outside world of people and events. It is stable, silent, and nourishing. It gives life a deeper purpose. In fact, happiness is the natural inner condition that comes when all other things have been removed. Inner joy, happiness, and peace can be found through the practice of meditation on the heart. Other qualities of the heart are also nurtured, such as courage, hope, faith, wonder, compassion, tolerance, and most of all, love. In the great religious and spiritual traditions of humanity, it is acknowledged that God is love, and further that God resides in the heart of the human being. Common myths relating to spirituality. Do I have to give up my material life? Do I have to give up my family? Do I have to be secluded and migrate to the Himalayas or somewhere distant? I am still young, and spirituality is for senior citizens only. Do I have to convert my religion? A balanced life. No amount of material wealth, education, success, and pleasure can provide total satisfaction in life. When attention is given only to the worldly aspects of life, there is an imbalance. We will only find balance by introducing a spiritual practice so that attention is given to all aspects of life. As a bird needs two wings to fly, so a human being needs the two wings of existence, the spiritual and the material, to lead a natural and harmonious life. If either is neglected for the other, such a life becomes unnatural, and the result cannot be what we desire it to be. Chariji. Uniting humanity. Over time, with a spiritual practice, we gradually change, letting go of more and more of our habits, tendencies, fears, and worries. As a result, we feel open-hearted and light-hearted, become more tolerant, more compassionate, and more accepting of ourselves and others, and no longer judge other people by their character traits. Instead, we can start to see the underlying humanity in everyone. The spiritual approach helps bring together people of all cultures and all religions. If widely practiced, spirituality can bring about human integration, harmony, and peace. This has become the pressing need of the time. If humanity is to flourish, peace on earth and goodwill to all beings must become a reality. Such a vision for humanity is possible as a result of practicing meditation on the heart. Daily practice. Morning meditation. Begin the morning meditation by mentally saying the prayer once and then sit in meditation for an hour, thinking that divine light is present in your heart. Do it in quite a simple and natural way, without forcing your mind. Never mind if you do not see the light there. Start with a mere supposition, so to say, and sit meditating in one posture with your attention turned towards the heart in a natural way, without any effort to concentrate. Try to be unmindful of the thoughts arising at that time. Meditation means to think continuously of one thing. Sit comfortably with eyes closed and have the thought that your heart is filled with divine light. During the period of meditation, the body should not interfere with your meditation. So you can choose a comfortable position in which to sit for 1 hour. In the Sahaj Marg system, there is no special posture prescribed. You are not supposed to lie down and meditate, because the relaxation produced will put you to sleep. During meditation, if you have to change your position, it is permitted, so that the body does not disturb. Regarding the light in the heart, there is no need to try to see any light in the heart. It is a mere supposition that the light is there. Simply have the idea or the thought continuously for 1 hour. The prescribed period is 1 hour, not less and not more. If you have spare time, however, there is no harm in finishing one meditation, relaxing for 10 minutes, and then meditating for another hour again. When you sit for meditation, it is normal to have disturbing thoughts. Simply practice ignoring them rather than attending to them. Because when you attend to those thoughts, they take power and become stronger. When you ignore the thoughts, you find they drop off. As one thought leaves, another may come in its place. But when you treat them as uninvited guests, they will go away. If you do this systematically and with alertness, you will find that just in a few months you can reach a state of thoughtlessness. Meditation is best done before sunrise, at the time when the night meets the day and the day meets the night, when there is a balance in nature. By meditating at that point of balance in nature, it helps very much to achieve the goal quickly. Focusing on the heart in meditation allows us to explore the enormously beautiful, wonderful mysteries that are there. Evening cleaning. Sit in the same posture for half an hour with a suggestion to yourself that all complexities and impurities, including grossness, darkness, etc., are going out of the whole system through the back in the form of smoke or vapor, and that in their place the sacred current of the divine is entering into your heart from the Master's heart. Do not meditate on those things which we want to get rid of. Simply brush them off. Finish the cleaning with the conviction that cleaning is completed effectively. Cleaning is to be done when the whole day's work is over, not before that. Impressions accumulate during the day. So by doing the cleaning when the day's work is over, we try to remove the accumulation of impressions gathered during that day. It's a very active process in which we use willpower to remove our own impressions. We do not review the particular events of the day or give them undue attention. The cleaning is approached in a general way, with the confidence that all impediments to our growth are leaving. A feeling of lightness is a sure sign that the weight of the day's impressions has been lifted. Prayer. Just before going to bed at night, offer prayer. The proper and the most effective method of prayer is to sit in a supplicant mood and repeat the same mentally and silently 2 or 3 times. Then meditate over its true sense and try to get lost into it. This prayer meditation is to be done for 10 to 20 minutes before going to sleep. It should be the last thing you do before the day is brought to an end. The prayer is also said silently once in the morning before meditation. This practice of beginning and ending the day with the prayer establishes a connection with the Source throughout the day and night. O Master, Thou art the real goal of human life. We are yet but slaves of wishes, putting bar to our advancement. Thou art the only God and power to bring us up to that stage. What is Sahaj Marg? Sahaj Marg means the natural path. and is a spiritual practice based on inner experience through meditation. It is, in essence, the ancient practice of Raj Yoga, refined and simplified for modern everyday life. Sahaj Marg is practiced daily by people from all backgrounds and all cultures, and is easily integrated into a busy lifestyle, bringing balance, joy, and spiritual growth. The word spirituality has nothing to do with religion, as commonly understood. Spirituality is much more easily identifiable with mysticism, which internalizes the spiritual search. In fact, all religions have said the same thing, that God is to be found in the heart of the human being. Sahaj Marg practice is based on the understanding that God is simple, so the way to God must also be simple. The simple method allows the mind to become regulated and refined through the process of meditation on the divinity within the heart. This practice is especially suited to modern-day family life, as it is in the family that almost all human characteristics are perfected. There are no dogmas to be followed and no obligations. The essence of any method is in the practical experience of it. In order to fully appreciate if Sahaj Marg is for you, we suggest that you try it sincerely for a few months and test its efficacy. The present spiritual teacher of Sahaj Marg is Shri Parthasarathy Rajgopalachari, affectionately called Chariji. He is also the president of the Sri Ram Chandra Mission, the non-profit spiritual organization founded in 1945 that provides the infrastructure for the Sahaj Marg system. The mission is a global community promoting spiritual values and ethical living in our ever-complex world, and encourages brotherhood, tolerance, and harmony for all humanity. How do I find out more about Sahaj Marg and learn to meditate? All people over the age of 18 who are willing to participate are welcome to learn to meditate, irrespective of race, sex, religion, or culture. Please contact a local prefect if you are interested to know more or want to learn to meditate, or visit the website at www.sahajmarg.org. Centers exist in more than 100 countries. The introduction involves a minimum of 3 meditation sittings on consecutive days. There are no fees or charges, either to start or continue Sahaj Marg practice. Sahaj Marg has helped thousands of spiritual seekers around the world. We invite you to try the practice of Sahaj Marg and experience the benefits for yourself, and wish you all the best in your spiritual journey. Universal Prayer. At 9 p.m. sharp, every Abhyasi, wherever he or she might happen to be at the time, should stop work and meditate for 15 minutes, thinking that all brothers and sisters are being filled up with love and devotion, and that real faith is growing stronger in them. Thus, at any given time, a prayer is being offered throughout the world for the spiritual upliftment and well-being of all humankind. All are welcome and encouraged to join in this universal prayer. When we want one humankind, one humanity, one world, perhaps one universe someday, we have to find the uniting factor. not the dividing factor. And that is what I think spirituality is all about, says Master. Constant remembrance. Meditation, cleaning, and prayer make up the basic elements of the Sahaj Marg practice. Our practice becomes dynamic and infused with life and feeling when it leads to the remembrance and experience of our connection with the divine within. We cultivate this ongoing connection through a specific training of the mind and heart referred to as constant remembrance. In our efforts to remember constantly, we engage a subtle suggestion, putting the divine in the place of self in all our thoughts and activities. Indeed, the divine is the doer. Feeling that presence within, guiding our thoughts and actions, we then proceed with faith and confidence, giving every task our best effort without attachment to results. When we love someone, we remember him or her. Sahaj Marg teaches us that the reverse is also true. What we remember, we also come to love. The practice of remembrance eventually leads to constant thought of the divine in all of our activities, ultimately cultivating our growing love for and union with God. That one thing, remembrance, brings everything in its trail. If remembrance is there, take it for granted the remembered one is close to you. There must be one thought, one object, and one pursuit in view, and that must be related to the divine. Transmission. There are several specific features of Sahaj Marg that set it apart from other meditation systems. The first is transmission. The body lives and grows at the physical level and so sustains itself on physical food. The soul, being spiritual in nature, needs nourishment of a higher plane. In Sahaj Marg, this spiritual food is called transmission. Just as electrical energy can be transmitted, so also spiritual energy can be transmitted. When this energy is directed into our hearts, we are filled with a force that transcends our own level of development. Transmission occurs when yogic energy is imparted to the aspirant by the spiritual guide, whom we refer to as the Master. This energy is called pranahuti. Prana meaning life force, ahuti meaning offering. Sahaj Marg is sometimes referred to as the forceless force, both infinitely subtle and at the same time capable of generating profound spiritual transformation. By virtue of his spiritual attainment, the Master is able to focus this subtle energy, and as he pours it from his heart into the heart of the aspirant, it dissolves impurities and past impressions and accelerates the aspirant's spiritual progress. Anyone who practices the system, even for a brief period, is capable of feeling the effects of this transmission. All that is required of us is that we be sincere in our daily meditation practice. If we are so, the transmission will expand our capacity for growth and accelerate our spiritual progress. But in the transmission of Sahaj Marg, it is the highest gift of life's life itself. And it is this that sets the Sahaj Marg system of Raja Yoga apart from all other existing systems of yoga. Individual sittings. It is generally advised to take an individual sitting from a prefect every 2 weeks. Individual sittings normally last between 30 and 60 minutes. The individual meeting with the prefect is also a good time to seek any necessary clarifications on your practice. Group meditation. Group meditation, also called satsang, is held in centers worldwide at least once a week. Please arrive more than 10 minutes before the meditation begins and sit in a meditative mood to prepare yourself. After the group meditation, sit quietly for 5 to 10 minutes to reflect on your inner condition. Meditation is sometimes followed by a reading or video from the Sahaj Marg literature. Information about upcoming Sahaj Marg seminars and local events may also be announced. Note that on days when you attend group meditation, it is still important to do your own practice of morning meditation, evening cleaning, and bedtime prayer meditation.